Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic / Non-Classic. This episode 640 and Doubleshot number 544. Two X-Men related trades. Sorry, that's actually thunder in the background. It's actually raining here. Alright. First up it is Savage Wolverine Volume 2, Hands on a Dead Body. Yep. Written by Zeb Wells and Jock. Zeb Wells does the first 3 issues in here. Yep, he does issues 6 through 8. And Jock does the remaining issues. And Joe Midoriya does the Zeb Wells issues. Yeah, that Hands on the Dead Body, the hex comes from the first story in here, which involves Wolverine teaming up with Elektra, who was hired by the Kingpin to protect them from the Hand. And apparently they were going to resurrect Bullseye, and it turns out, nope, they were not resurrecting Bullseye to take out the Kingpin. Yeah, there was a Rogue Faction Hand doing this. And it turns out the person he resurrected was not Bullseye. It was his wife, Vanessa Fisk. One of 2 times she's been resurrected over the years. The other time was actually just 2 years ago at the Sir Clone Conspiracy. I'm not kidding about that. Yeah, Ben Riley violated her grave and cloned her. Not joking about that. That's basically what happened to her. And eventually Kingpin does eventually kill his wife again, even though this is probably the second time she officially died. Oh, those of you curious of how she died. She committed suicide a few years after she murdered her son. Yep. That is basically what happened to her. I gotta say, Wilson Fisk, when she was alive, despite the white chicken hair, she was one smoking hot woman. And Kingpin, wow, you are one lucky son of a gun to marry this woman. Yep. Fun little story. Heck, even Spider-Man makes a guest star appearance. He doesn't do anything. He shows up in the opening issue briefly, and he shows up at the next and the last part just briefly as well. The Wolverine is recruited by Elektra when he's at the Avengers Mansion. And as for the Jock story, well, Wolverine is sent to Nerd Planet to survive for some reason, and he's also eating parts of his skin, which is disgusting. And it's a bizarre story. It's got good artwork. I praise Jock for that. But when it comes to his writing, it's like it sounds like he writes Wolverine to be just a bizarre creature. Excuse me. I may get this roughly a 9 out of 10. It's good. I like the Wolverine Elektra story. The Jock story, I love the artwork. Don't like the writing in here. The writing is okay. I don't think it's Jock, just that I didn't like the story itself. Alright, next up is another book that features Wolverine. Uncanny X-Force, Volume 1, The Apocalypse Solution. Collecting the first 4 issues of this ongoing series, this was a relaunch from the X-Force Volume 3, which features a brand new X-Force. And this consists of Wolverine, Psylocke, Deadpool, Phantom X, and Archangel. Yep, this is the lineup for the group. And for a good portion of the run, this is the lineup. It's a pretty interesting lineup. And this is written by Rick Remender. He writes all the issues. They even threw in here not only the first 4 issues of X-Force Volume 1, yeah, because it was relaunched in 2013 by Sam Humphries. This is artwork by Jerpana Orpia, who's known for doing Punisher, and Leonardo Mancino. Yeah, Wolverine puts together this version of X-Force to take out Apocalypse, who has been brought back in the form of a child. Oh, and by the way, after this, Apocalypse is still kind of dead. Yeah, he remains dead for a very good period of time. Until he was brought back in the Apocalypse War storyline that came out last year. This came out roughly in 2010. So, yeah, Apocalypse remained dead for 7 years until he was resurrected in the Apocalypse War storyline. Now, Apocalypse is forming his own final version of the Four Horsemen, which consists of these 4 people. One is a Confederate soldier who disguises himself as a Union drummer, a Japanese woman, a Minotaur, and a sorcerer. They even listed out these people's names in here. Let's see if I can find them here. Excuse me. They even have in here Apocalypse's own son, Genesis. Yeah, that's him right there. The guy with the tube thing. Yeah, that's actually Apocalypse's own blood son. Yeah. The woman who's actually his mother was actually one of the original Four Horsemen in modern day. Yeah, Louise Simonson actually created the original Four Horsemen. Well, the first present-day Four Horsemen. Mm-hmm. Okay, here are the Four Horsemen. First up is the Minotaur guy. His name is Decimus Furious. This is him right here. The guy looks like a Minotaur. Yeah, he's one of the Four Horsemen. Yeah, the beginning of the third issue actually details this guy's backstory. Mm-hmm. The Union drummer guy, his name is Jeb Lee. Yeah, that's really his name. The woman who's wearing the Komodo, who's actually one of the very few human members ever in the history of the group, her name is Ashima, and she's a geisha. Yep, she's a geisha. She was said to be a woman to be. She was also a prostitute, but her power is that she could shoot bees out of her mouth and cause famine. So she became the Horseman of Famine, who later became Archangel's lover and became the mother of the Apocalypse twins. Yeah, the two annoying kids who tried to, well, destroy the planet and have a rule for mutant kind. The last one, his name is King Cypher II. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and these are the Four Horsemen. There's also, we see return of Ozymandias. Yeah, he's a stone priest who frequently works Apocalypse over the years. They even brought back Ship. Yes, Ship. The vehicle that was Apocalypse's original base of operations in present day, which later became briefly the base of operations for X Factor. I'm not kidding about that. It seems like, oh yeah, and deal with X Factor did with that particular ship. They had a crash on the original base of operations, which was run by Cameron Hodge, one of the Marvel Universe's bigots. Yep. This is by far a really fun series. I love this particular era, and I do plan to get my hands on other Uncanny X-Force trades. I'm going to give this roughly a 9.5 out of 10. It's just really, really good. I thoroughly enjoy this. And Deadpool is just really amazing in here. I mean, if all teams are going to join, X-Force is definitely a good idea. Especially since, well, he formed his own X-Force in the Deadpool movie. Yep. So, 9.5 out of 10. Really good. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is going to be episode number 641. And 545. But see you in the next episode. Bye.